Hello. I felt called to come in here and discuss change. I had a conversation with some great people at my networking group that I just came from, and then I had the fun of going to a dermatologist appointment. But I recognized how I think everybody kind of resists change. And yet, after considering the changes that I've gone through, I'm also recognizing the benefit of those changes. So back in February, the company that I was with doing payment processing for many years, Park Place Payments, closed their doors. And I have to say, when it first happened especially, I was hurt. I was frustrated. I was angry. I was revolting against the change, we'll say. And since then, I've actually partnered with 3 different non-exclusive partners for payments. And due to those relationships, I've gained so much more knowledge about payment processing and ways that I can be a benefit to different types of companies, particularly B2B, but even other businesses, even business to consumer. The more companies that I have in my tool belt, as you will, the more of the ability that I have to give different business owners choice and options, and the more education I get, because each of them have trainings regularly. And so, in retrospect, I recognize how I completely resisted this change of my payment processing company closing, and it really hurt too, because there's things I can't control. And I think we all understand as business owners, there's always things we can't control. And the only thing we can do is navigate that with the most positivity as possible, and looking for the silver lining in all of the changes that we're incurring. And so for me, what I've recognized is all of that change, as much as it's been, of course, it was especially at first super hard, the beauty of it actually is that I gained that much more education, and I'm that much better of a resource. And the value that I can offer is even greater because I endured the change, and because it stretched me, and the stretch, I gained so much knowledge and wisdom in order to know different ways that there might be leaks in different businesses' payment processing, and how to remove those leaks and best serve them. And so I just thought I should come here today because I think even business owners themselves, you're all busy, you're doing your thing and chasing your tail half the time, putting out fires, and there's always priorities as a business. And so I recognize also why, everything is timing, and when you're ready, that's great. But also too, that the fact that I was forced into the change that I had to deal with, because there wasn't a choice, the company was closing. And boy, interesting how in retrospect, the thing that I was so frustrated with before ends up being a blessing in disguise. And so I encourage all of you, as you're navigating life, business, all the things, that you also recognize and look for the silver lining in the changes that you are forced to be making, and or that you're choosing to make, because you also recognize that being stagnant means just that, lack of progress, lack of improvements. And so I hope this finds you well. I hope this message resonates with you all well, and somehow adds value to you and or your business. Because again, whether it's payment processing or something else, there's always a bunch of different logistics in business that we're dealing with in order to follow the passions that we have. And so may you also find the silver lining in all of your changes, and also that you might be open to change so that you can continue to be open to the progression that's awaiting you. And so I hope this finds you well. And as always, if they have any questions whatsoever, or if you are ready to start investigating what your payment processing options are, and if you can have a better situation that either streamlines your staff's time and sometimes also improves your bottom line and removes the leaks out of your payment processing, I'd love to be an asset to you. And even if you're just not in business and you hear this message, hopefully you find in a way that, a different perspective that improves your day or your thought process about some change that maybe you're going through. So I wish you well, and until next time, have a great day, guys. Bye.